the Cleveland Browns and Baker Mayfield have a problem right now. Mayfield skipped his media availability after the game, talks to media members on Monday and says, "Oh, I don't need to speak with you guys. I just owe that to my team," when that is a direct violation of the NFL's media policy. He claims that he doesn't care that fans are booing him. Don't go after a fan base that's had as much turmoil as the Cleveland Browns have had, Ike. And this comes with the caveat that Mayfield's got shoulder injuries, knee injuries, foot injuries that he's playing through. But what I can say is this, without a doubt in my mind, he has cost himself a lot of money this season, because you look at the other two draft picks in the 2018 draft, Lamar Jackson, who he's going to be going against in this game. Yep. And then you see the Buffalo Bills giving Josh Allen a contract where he's due $43 million through the 2028 season. You can imagine Mayfield and Jackson are going to want a similar yearly figure. But what I can tell you is the way that Mayfield has played, injuries or not, when he's been on the field, he's been nowhere near that level. You used the word ball, and Ike, spot on with how both Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have played. Just given the turmoil with the Browns right now, I'm taking the Ravens at home -3.5.
So this is where we're going to disagree at. I'm going to go ahead and take the Cleveland Browns.
Whoa.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Cleveland Browns. Lamar hasn't been playing for a couple of weeks. He's been sick. I don't know what kind of sick that is, but I don't want that sick. He's been sick for the past, couple of weeks. I think even though they won and they won ugly, the Cleveland Browns I'm talking about, I think Baker Mayfield is going to bounce back. I think Baker Mayfield, that's one thing he will never miss, and that's swag. So he's right to a certain degree when he said he has nothing to prove to nobody but his teammates. But at the same time, you just got to be professional about it. You got to understand what comes with the territory, win or lose. So that's what Baker Mayfield got to understand, and he should know better. But coming into this game, man, the Browns got a nice defense. I know we've talked about the Baltimore Ravens defense, but we have seen the Baltimore Ravens defense get scorched a few times this year. So I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns and their defense. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns and their running game. Baker will have an okay game, and he won't have any turnovers. Lamar Jackson, if he does play, he's coming back, and I think he will be rusty. So I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns.
In my show notes, I have stop the Browns running game and you will win. One thing in your favor, and I will concede this, the Browns are due to get back Kareem Hunt and all-pro right tackle Jack Conklin as well to get that running game going. You stop the Browns running game, the passing game has had struggles. And again, a lot of that is attributed to Mayfield is playing through injuries. If you're Kevin Stefanski and that head coaching staff in the front office, at what point is whatever percentage health Mayfield's at, 75%, 70%, I don't know.
Right.
Would Case Keenum be a better option to actually win over Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, sometimes you got to police the player as a coach. So sometimes you just got to sit them. You got to understand, look, if I want you for the future and you all banged up, this is not going to do us any good. So somebody might just have to come in and tell Baker, coach might have to just tell him, like, if he has a bad game against the Baltimore Ravens, because he's injured like Baker, we're going to have to sit you down. And we're not sitting you down because of the play. We're sitting you down because we want you for the future. So it depends on this Raven game and see what happens with Baker Mayfield. But if he doesn't play good, I think they will pull him, and they won't pull him because of his play. I think they'll pull him because of his injuries.
I'm 100% with you there, Ike. And that's why I found his commentary on Monday a little bit troubling, considering I think that most people would understand that he's nowhere near 100% health right now, which again impacts his ability to play. And from a big picture standpoint, is impacting what he could make on the contract extension that he sees.
Correct. Right now, Baker's just gambling with himself. And I can't knock a player because we've been like that. We've been playing injured our whole life when it came down to playing football. So for Baker Mayfield, man, he's just gambling. He's betting on himself, and I'm not mad at him. It's just if they think he's the future, sometimes you have to police the player because he can go to his whole body falls apart, and that's what you don't want from your franchise quarterback if you think he is your franchise quarterback going into the next season. But Baker's he's stuck in a pickle because he also wants that big contract and he wants to perform right. But right now I think he's just pushing it, and he's pushing it way too far. He's pushing his body too far, and he's not helping his team out the way he could.